64 and 66, we're taking one log and we are expanding one log into as far as we can. We see first that we have the log of a product, and when we have the log of a product, that would be the sum of the logs. So these are, it's just like peeling an onion. You know, you take one layer off, you get it expanded, you take care of one part of it, and then you go to the next part. Log of 4, we can't adjust that anymore. We can't simplify that or expand it anymore. We could do 2 squared, I guess, and write that as 2 times the log of 2. We could expand it like that. I'm not assuming that the book wants us to do that, but anyway, if we need to do that, we could. But over here, we see we have a lot going on. We have the log of some big mess. So that if we want to get rid of the big mess, we've got to rewrite the argument not as a radical, but to the 1/2 power. And the reason why we would do that is so that we can bring the 1/2 out front and then expand what's left. So I'll leave that as 2 log 2 plus, and then 1/2 times this log of the quotient. And leaving it like that, I can't leave it as, well, I leave it like that for now, but I can't leave it like that because we have the log of a quotient. So when we have the log of a quotient, that means that we have the difference of logs. And so now I know that I have my 1/2 times this thing, and this thing though is going to get expanded. So we're going to leave that in parentheses. Log of 4r minus, remember the log of a quotient is the difference of the logs, log of s squared. So you can see it happening. It's being expanded little by little. You just do one step at a time here. Here we have the log of a product, and so we're going to rewrite that as the sum of the logs, log of 4 plus log of r, and minus, and I can go ahead and do this at the same time. I've got a power here, so I can bring that out front, minus 2 times the log of s. And typically, looking in the back of the book at an answer, we're not going to see it left with parentheses. So we're going to distribute now, since we've expanded that log expression as much as we possibly can. There's no powers, no products, no quotients. Now we can go ahead and distribute that 1/2 through all 3 of those terms. So as expanded as this can get, I guess we're going to rewrite this one more time. That log 4 can be written as 2 log 2. So I will do one last step here before we come in for a landing. Log of s. And distributing now. So we have 2 log 2 plus. Now 1/2 times this first term. So 1/2 times this term, the 2 is going to cancel with that 2, and we're just going to get log 2. Then when I multiply the 1/2 times the second term, I just get 1/2 log r. And then when I multiply 1/2 times the third term, that 2 is going to cancel, and we're just going to get minus log of s. But if you notice, we have 2 log 2's here plus 1 more log 2 there, so we can combine those and write that as 3 log 2 plus 1/2 log r minus log s. I'm going to make one more video for problem number 66 because that one took a long time. That was the longest problem we've done so far.